Hello, my name is Joe, and over the next 10 minutes I hope to give you a flavour of what it's like studying A-level physics at Godalming College. We're going to be looking at these 5 areas, and hopefully they will answer any questions you might have. If you have any others, please don't hesitate to contact me on the email below. So let's have a look at what topics get covered in the AQA A-level syllabus. I won't go into too much detail because you can look on the college website or the AQA website and have a look at the full specification. But from what you can see, there's some topics here that are familiar to you that you've done at GCSE, and they'll be built on, and the level of depth and understanding will be really increased. There's also several topics you've never covered before, and that allows us to mix up areas that we're going to expand your understanding and other areas that will be completely new and keep it nice and fresh. A really lovely part of the way we do physics at Godalming College is the amount of practical you'll do. Every single week, for one of the double lessons, that's an hour-and-a-half lesson, you'll spend in the lab conducting your own experiments. We've got a big list, some of which are compulsory in order to qualify for the practical endorsement. Others are there purely to help you deepen your understanding of the theory. There'll of course be a teacher there to support you and a technician, and you'll be following a script, and that script will help you conduct the experiment with precision and care, and also be able to create quality data that you can then go on and analyse. This will really develop your skills. So by the time it comes to the end of the course and you've got an exam which requires you to analyse data, it will be absolutely second nature to you. And we get 100% pass rate on the practical endorsement. You do so much practical that the amount of evidence you produce just is beyond question. You could possibly not pass the practical endorsement. Another great feature of the AQA spec is that there are option topics. At Godalming we'll let you have free choice of all 5 topics. So you can choose from astro, electronics, engineering physics, medical physics or turning points. Turning points is basically taking us from classical physics through to modern physics, and the really big steps that took place, the really big experiments that allowed understanding to progress. You will study these semi-independently, so we try and model this. We do this right at the end of the second year, and we try and model it in a way that is similar to how you will study at university, to help you prepare for those study methods and help you become a more independent learner. So now you know what the course involves, how are you going to be assessed? Well, throughout the course we'll have half-termly tests. This will allow you and us to see how you're progressing and be able to target support if you're struggling. At the end of the course there are 3 exams. The first one is mainly the content that we'll cover in year 1. The second one is mainly content we'll cover in year 2. The third one is the practical course and option topics. Now, some of it will be very, very familiar to you in how it's examined. Problem solving, numerical work, explain and describe. There is also some multiple choice. Now at first glance you might think, brilliant, that's going to be an easy few marks there, but these are tricky. These allow the examiners to test the whole breadth of the course and with some quite natty calculations. It will be something we practice, so don't worry about it. Throughout the 2 years you'll be practiced in multiple choice, both in homeworks and in tests. Let's have a look at the extracurricular activities the department offers. Every year we go on a trip with the computer science department to CERN Geneva, where we'll look at the Large Hadron Collider and many other experiments. Every year they offer a slightly different package. We also take part in the S-School lab, where you'll take part in at least a couple of experiments that allow you to perhaps build your own particle detector, or play around with the X-ray machines and work out how the pixel detectors in Atlas work, or a variety of other experiments. This is a full-day experience as part of the trip and really adds to it. We encourage you to take part in the British Physics Olympiad. This is a national competition and one that we've had some success in the past. We always offer a team to enter the Surrey Satcher Engineering Challenge, and there was lots and lots of support workshops every single week during lunchtimes and other timetable slots during the week, where you can come and get help in small groups or one-to-one. So what's the department like? There are 5 of us in total. Myself, Josh, Phil, Anne and Angela. First four of us are physics graduates. Angela is an incredibly experienced technician. Phil and Anne are Oxford graduates, so you can be sure that between us we have got a huge amount of expertise and experience. We're incredibly friendly. Genuinely, our office door is always open, and we don't mind you messaging us at any time. We won't necessarily get back to you at any time, but you can message us through any of the college systems and we will get back to you as quickly as we possibly can. We're very fortunate to be well equipped. Our lab has got great data logging, the full range of experiments, so that there isn't a part of the course that you aren't able to experience experimentally. Wherever possible in classes we will do demonstrations. Wherever possible we will actually have practical experience, even if it's the theory side. So you can be sure that you're not just going to be sitting there listening to us talk, you're going to be experiencing the physics as you learn it. So, what can you do with a physics A-level? Physics is one of the courses that Russell Group universities have said they particularly value. But of course all universities will respect any of the science qualifications. But physics is one where there's a lot of practical, there's a lot of numeracy work, and there's a lot of problem solving. Now this is valuable whether you're going into an apprenticeship or going into a degree. Clearly we have students who have got an ultimate mind to want to go and do research, or engineering. Finance is another area that particularly values physics. But whether you want to be a pilot, or a medic, or an architect, physics is something that will give you underlying skills that are highly sought after. So, that is the physics course in a nutshell. I hope I've answered your questions, but if you've got any others, as I said at the start of the video, please don't hesitate to contact me on the email below. Thank you very much.